Hey guys, I hope you're doing great with your scripture memory, and so we're going to add 2 more verses this week. So let's review the other verses. It's McDonald's. I lift up my eyes. They were weightlifting eyeballs. Then you have to go up the hill to the hills. You get in the back parking lot and it's empty. Remember the tumbleweed? From where does my help come? Okay, and then you're under the portico unloading your car and you feel a tap and it's the Lord. My help comes from the Lord. And then your kid says, who made heaven and earth? So my help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. So the next stop is the door. Okay, the door you go in, and then the desk. You go in the door and you see the desk right there. And then you go to the food table to set down your food. So third stop is the food table, and then you come back by the desk, because eventually you're going to go take your kids to childcare. Okay, so it's the door, the desk, the food table, the desk. Okay, so you go to open the door for the Lord because you want to be impressive. I mean, the Lord is helping you unload your car, so you're trying to be like all that. So you run to open the door for the Lord, and he zaps you, and you can't move your foot. All right, and that's weird. And then the Lord unloads everything. You're frozen. You can't move. So the Lord unloads everything, and then he's like, phew, I'm so tired, I need a nap. And you're like, well, that's crazy. And he lays up on the desk to take a nap. Okay, and so then you go over to the food table to put your food down, and on the food table is a huge bee, like a huge 3-4 foot bee, and he's holding a jar of honey, and you're like trying to figure out, is that a real bee? Is it an animatronic or whatever? It's a real bee, okay? And he has this little stinger and everything, so see all that. And he's got this, he's holding a jar of honey, and he's spreading the honey on cookies that are shaped in the Star of David. Okay, and you're like, that's weird. And then you come back by the table and the Lord is still there sleeping. So you're walking, you're like, I didn't think he slumbered or slept, but you're walking by and he goes boo, and he startles you half to death because it's the Lord, and he was like, I tricked you, I really don't slumber or sleep. Okay, so let's put our verses with that. That's the 4 stops we got to add. So we had McDonald's, the hill, the parking lot, and the portico, and now we have the door, the desk, the food table, and the desk. Okay, so the door, the Lord zapped you, you were trying to open the door, and the part of that verse is, he will not let your foot be moved. So the Lord wouldn't let your foot be moved, he wouldn't let you help unload. Okay, and then what did he want to do? He wanted to take a nap on the desk. So picture the Lord laid out on the desk, and the part of that verse is, he who keeps you will not slumber. He who keeps you will not slumber. So you just got to focus on those words, but the big thing is slumber. He will not slumber, because he was just pretending to be asleep. He wasn't really asleep. And then where did you go? The food table. Behold, remember there was a bee and he was holding honey. So behold is the next word. Behold, he who keeps Israel. So the bee was spreading the honey on little cookies that look like the Star of David for Israel. Okay, so behold, he who keeps Israel, and then you come back by the desk, and the Lord's still pretending to be asleep, but he scares you. Boo. So behold, he who keeps Israel will neither will neither slumber nor sleep. So slumber's first. So think slumber party, and then you go to sleep. So we'll neither slumber nor sleep. And that's the 2 verses for this week. Okay, I hope you're doing great. Don't get down on yourself. These are short verses, so even if you didn't do good last week, just pick back up with us this week and it'll come. I'm very proud of you guys. Remember, it's not always going to be fun. Spiritual discipline is just like working out your body or eating right or anything that we do that's a discipline. It's not always fun, but we do it because we know the rewards at the end. So very proud of you guys. Have a great week. Bye.